This AI fixes rare car engine sounds mechanic approved. The symphony of a well-tuned engine is a thing of beauty. The low burble of a V8, the eager whir of an inline-4, the mechanical chatter of a diesel. These are the sounds of automotive health. But then there are the other sounds, the ones that make a driver's blood run cold. The phantom chirp that only appears on Tuesdays when it's raining. The mysterious thunk that sounds like a goblin with a hammer is loose in the transmission. The high-pitched squeal that vanishes the moment you pull into the mechanic's bay, leaving you looking like a fool describing a noise that kind of goes wubba-wubba, but only when turning left uphill. For decades, diagnosing these gremlins has been a dark art, a ritual passed down from seasoned master to young apprentice. It involved stethoscopes, intuition, and a fair bit of luck. But a new, unlikely apprentice has joined the shop floor, one that never gets tired, never gets frustrated, and has listened to more engine sounds than every mechanic in human history combined. This AI fixes rare car engine sounds, and it's not just changing the game, it's getting a mechanic's nod of approval. The core problem with rare sounds is their subjectivity. A customer's description is often a work of creative fiction. It sounds like a bag of squirrels fighting in a tin can is evocative but not exactly a technical specification. Traditionally, a mechanic would have to play a high-stakes game of automotive charades, hoping to replicate the exact conditions that produce the noise. This process burns time, and in a garage, time is money. Enter the AI, trained on a colossal dataset of audio recordings, millions of hours of perfectly healthy engines, and every malfunction from a failing idler pulley to a loose heat shield. This software is a diagnostic savant. The process is brilliantly simple, almost comically so compared to the old ways. A flustered driver simply opens an app on their phone, holds it near the engine bay while the anomaly occurs, and records a 10-second clip. They upload it, and the AI gets to work. It doesn't just listen, it deconstructs the audio. It analyzes frequency spectrograms, amplitude modulation, and time domain patterns with a precision no human ear can match. It cross-references this sonic fingerprint against its vast database, not for an exact match, but for a probabilistic diagnosis. The beauty and the comedy lies in its output. The AI doesn't just give a dry code like P0420. It provides a ranked list of probabilities, often with hilarious and startling accuracy. The report might read, 92% probability, failing serpentine belt tensioner. Chirping noise often correlates with engine speed and is most pronounced on cold starts. Recommended action: replace tensioner and belt. 5% probability, loose alternator bearing. Sound may have a slightly more metallic grinding quality. 3% probability, small, actual squirrel trapped in alternator housing. Note, this diagnosis, while rare, has been confirmed twice in our dataset. Please proceed with caution and offer nuts as a truce. For the mechanic, this isn't a threat, it's the ultimate wingman. Imagine a seasoned tech named Sal, who's been turning wrenches since the days of carburetors. He's seen it all. He's initially skeptical, of course. A computer's gonna tell me how to do my job? He grumbles, wiping his hands on a rag. But then a customer arrives with a recording of an intermittent rattle. Sal has already mentally prepared for a 4-hour diagnostic slog, involving road tests and putting the car on a lift to shake things until something falls off. The customer shows him the AI's readout. 88% probability, loose catalytic converter heat shield. Rattle is typically heard at specific RPM ranges between 1800 to 2200. Sal's eyebrows raise. He scoffs, but the specificity is too tempting to ignore. He gets the car on the lift, grabs a pry bar, gives the heat shield a wiggle, and clunk, rattle, clunk. Bingo. A 5-minute weld later, and the car is fixed. The job that would have paid for 4 hours is now done in 30 minutes. But here's the crucial part. The customer is ecstatic, Sal looks like a wizard, and he can move on to the next job. The AI didn't replace Sal. It made him infinitely more efficient. It handled the tedious detective work, and Sal executed the skilled repair. It's a partnership. The comical aspect extends to the AI's learning curve. Early versions were sometimes baffled by non-mechanical sounds. There are legendary stories in the dev community of the AI diagnosing a severe exhaust leak that turned out to be the driver's husband snoring in the passenger seat during the recording. Or the time it confidently identified a faulty water pump bearing from the sound of a forgotten lunchbox rattling in the trunk. But each of these missteps is a new data point, making the system smarter and more robust. It's learning the difference between a failing CV joint and a loose set of golf clubs. This is why it's mechanic approved. The AI doesn't have ego. It doesn't mind being called out by a human who spots its error. It simply learns and adapts. It respects the hierarchy of the garage. It's a tool like a high-quality torque wrench or a reliable scan tool, just one that happens to have a sense of humor and an encyclopedic knowledge of automotive acoustics. In the end, this technology represents a beautiful fusion of human experience and artificial intelligence. It saves time, reduces stress for drivers, and allows mechanics to focus on what they do best, the skilled hands-on art of repair. It's turning the terrifying unknown of a strange engine noise into a solvable puzzle. So the next time your car develops a sound like a spoon in a garbage disposal, don't panic. Just record it and let the digital apprentice in your pocket point the master in the right direction. The symphony under your hood will be restored to its proper movement in no time. If you found this video informative, please like and subscribe. It will really help this channel out. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more informative videos coming.